Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Constantine. And by the way, when I say ladies and gentlemen, you know I'm referring to the 12 people that actually watch this YouTube channel. And thank you very much for watching me, you 12, because I really appreciate it. I know that the main motivation I have for doing this is, A, the fact that I just love casting games and watching myself play and talking to myself in a room that has no other creatures in it except for 2 rabbits and a lot of insects. But anyway, I just really like casting, and whenever I go to parties and get a little drunk, and then Coleman comes up to me at like 2 in the morning, a little drunk as well, and he's like, "Yo, man, I really like the cast you did." He's like, "You got to stick with it. You're good at it." I really appreciate that, and it pretty much fuels me entirely to keep doing this. So thanks for that, Coleman. A little shout out to you. This game I'm gonna dedicate to you. I don't actually know what happens. I just remember that I felt awesome afterwards and saved it, thinking I'm going to cast this one day. And it has been a while since I've cast, but gonna hopefully get back into it. Work is kind of ridiculous at the moment. So anyway, I'll get back to this game and not just kind of talk about random things, although I'm not done with my little work story, and maybe in the next game I will give a little introduction. So it looks like I'm going to be throwing down a 10 racks. This is actually a build I don't do all that often. I usually end up doing it when I look at my money and I'm like, oh shit, I'm at 150 minerals and I haven't built a supply depot yet on 10. Maybe I should just 10 racks, because that, you know, is a build that I can do. And like an idiot, I built it in a place that didn't allow me to build a tech lab without lifting off. So this Protoss player, Zomb, he forgot the IE in zombie, is gonna be, oh my god, he's gonna be doing the most annoying shit ever. He's gonna be dropping his little fucking probe right on top of the spot where my tech lab needs to go. I'm gonna eventually kill him and then throw down the tech lab. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna throw down the barracks and maybe pull guys off of gas and throw down a factory. I don't know. This is a botched opening, is what I can say. I got the orbital command going down, and it's at 12, so due to the fact that I 10 racks is good. I'm gonna be throwing down another barracks. What are you doing? I've got one guy in gas. Gonna be throwing down a tech lab now. Don't know why I did that. I guess I'm hoping that the fact that he saw me doing this build is gonna make him max like chrono boost out a stalker to prepare for the a little bit delayed Reaper. But in the end, I don't think it matters that much. Ooh, no, I'm going to go for a very early stim pack, even before I get a Marauder out. So this is going to be some kind of timing attack on my part. You can see the second barracks going down plus stim is really kind of leaving me poor as hell. I need to throw down, okay, there's the supply depot going down. But this is definitely an opening that I don't play. It's just something that I improvise due to the nice harassment that the Blue Protoss Zom did. So he's got his second gas out. He's got the Cyber Core researching that warp gate, not really chrono boosting it, opting to chrono boost his probes, which is what I like to do. As you can see, the units, he's got, you know, 6 more probes than me, probably due to the fact that I 10 racks, which means you are about 2 probes behind, or 2 workers behind. And then on top of that, if you chrono boost, every chrono boost you do generally gives you about 1 more worker. And since he's exclusively chrono boosted probes, he's, you know, about 7 probes ahead. So anyway, I am going to be doing a very quick stim pack Marauder build, apparently, with concussive shell. Alright, this is a little thin gas-wise, although because I did go for a 12 gas, or a 10 gas after putting down a 10 racks, I will actually have enough gas to support it. So this isn't something I suggest doing. I don't suggest getting stim and concussive to go in with just few Marines and Marauders early, unless you do something like that. And I'm actually kind of looking at this thinking, wow, this is not a horrible build, because the thing about an early Marauder push is that with concussive it's super effective against sentries, you know, stalkers, zealots in these small numbers, just because of the concussive shells. With stim it's going to be even more effective, and I actually have a fairly large army because he teched up. He does have a Robobay out, but it is producing an Observer because he is not aware of this at all. And I expect him to cancel that and start with an Immortal. But see, stim should be done right now, perfect. And I'm just going to decimate these stalkers with this army. And I'm going to have a very similar to the last game I cast. I don't know if you're watching them in order or not. Nice little fight with just Mars. Need to stim those again. There we go. And I need to keep microing. Need to do a little better. Not the best. Okay, need to focus fire that stalker while the stim is still on. Come on, there we go. Oh, very nice. And stim again. Honestly, if you're fighting melee units, even if your marauders have 10 health, you should stim them again to 10, or like to 20 health. You should stim them down to 10. Against probes, against zealots. Need to. Oh, he's gonna get the surround on that marauder. Lost a little bit of focus there, although he has lost so much time on this. Oh, okay. And I might be able to get this sentry. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be able to get this sentry because he's not paying attention. There we are. So still rallying way too many units. I need to be canceling that. Probably should throw down 2 Raxes and a command center just because I let my macro fail a little bit. Although I give myself a little break there. I'm not so worried about the the macro, especially in the league that I'm in. I mean, I'm in a diamond league, but when you're around 30, rank 30, and only at 800 to 900, these big macro battles will make each player suffer. Because APM-wise, we aren't all that hot. I mean, look at me. I'm sitting at 75 after that big micro battle, and he's only at 68. And with that amount of macro or micro, you really can't do your base and those little fights at the same time. And it's something that you should work on, but at the same time, don't worry, don't stress too much over it. Don't like lose a fight because you should have been microing, but you were in your base macroing because oh my god, it'd be horrible to lose, to not macro. We aren't pros. It's okay. So sending marauders to these towers, I kind of like doing this because pretty much the only unit that Protoss could send, like individual unit that they could send that can take a marauder by himself, especially with the stim, is an immortal. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone use an immortal to hold a watchtower. They send a zealot, you can just kite him around and kill him. You send a stalker, that's just good game. So I'm going to use this marauder real quick to scout in here to see if he's thrown down his expansion, and then I'm going to run it right back to the tower. So also might be able to catch this little push coming out, and this is really crucial because, oh yeah, I am going to lose that marauder in 2 seconds because immortals are so beastly, and I have a lot of immortals, so this is kind of bad, or marauders, so this is kind of bad for this push coming out. Although I do have 4 Raxes up right now with 2 reactors, so it looks like these are going to be up just in time to defend this. And it looks like, seeing this push, I've decided to throw down a planetary fortress at my expo. Realizing I did some damage to his economy, I'm going to be able to use this planetary fortress and this little army to kind of sandwich him from being unable to attack. And focus firing the immortals, I don't really like this play, especially with just marauders. This is what you should be doing from the start. Immortals are kind of slow. When you stim away and you just focus fire the zealots, there's this little range where, okay, zealots rape my immortals because I can't control them at all. Well, there's this little range where the immortals can't catch up